Who is Dr. Foy? Some people call you a content creator, pastor, musician, charity's husband. What does Dr. Foy do?
Dr. Foy is...
Meet Dr. Foy, a visionary mind at the intersection of creativity, leadership, and impact. A medical doctor, creative strategist, and founder of Energize Central, Dr. Foy is shaping a new narrative of leadership and innovation across Africa.
Entertainment now is storytelling, is perception driving. In most climates, is run first for agenda, then for profits.
What have you found to be lacking among creative enterprises?
We need creatives to find business administrators as partners, because the attention economy is the third biggest economy in the world.
From managing top artists like Greatman Tackett, T.Y. Bello, and more, to crafting brand stories for global giants like Netflix, Coca-Cola, and Budweiser, he's built a bridge between creativity, business, and culture.
How profitable can a record label become?
There's a lot of money in the music business, in live events, sync deals, merch, influencing.
So beyond the talent, there's the business side.
There's the business side and there's the marketing side. Do you know how much Maven has made? How much Burna Boy makes per stadium tour? The most streamed music after Afrobeat is gospel music. My stream will clock 200 million streams this year. Dunsi is doing 500 million.
Let's do the maths.
If Dunsi, for example, had the culture of like Maverick City to charge in concerts,
Wow.
so there's money in it. I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that.
Today's episode, my guest is fondly called by the name Dr. Foy. You might have heard of him. What you might not know of him is that he's a medical doctor by background. He's someone that has, I call him a culture shaper, because he really is someone that's in the intersection of media, technology, culture shaping, entertainment, and he's really defining things. But there is more to this man and the way he thinks, the way he breaks down issues. I would like to call him a philosopher king, because he reigns in the secular space very well, but he's still a strong spiritual philosopher, sharing great perspectives, that I really find very great. And we'll be diving into a lot of conversations today. It promises to be an electric one, and this is an episode that you shouldn't miss. So guess what? As we start this episode, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and ensure that at the end of this episode, you also comment what you learned or something that you feel like would also encourage more people to come to this channel. And guess what? The thing is, we can only get better and bring you more quality guests when you support us. And the only free thing you can do for us is by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. So please do so that the channel will grow. And then we'll be able to bring you more quality guests, on this podcast that would also help enrich your life. So join me, welcome the one and only Dr. Foy.
I've learned to celebrate myself. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Foy, thank you so much for making it.
Yeah.
When I was thinking of this episode, there were a lot of things we could speak about. There were a lot of
verticals.
I think people right now are trying to get a hold of who is Dr. Foy. Who is Dr. Foy? Like, so I think a lot of people see you out there. Some people call you a content creator. Some people call you a pastor. Some people call you a musician. Some people call you charity's husband.
So it's just saying this has given me. It's true. I was
at the meeting. Someone asked me,
"Who is Dr. Foy?
What does Dr. Foy do?"
Dr. Foy. Most people don't understand that. So I have many verticals, and I've tried not to define myself by any vertical. So I have a company called Same Energy that we do a lot of business in brand comms, a lot of business. We do for HNIs, we do for development businesses. It's run by my team, Invisibles, you don't know them. I have a vertical called Energize. There's music in Energize. Music is run by a team. Some of you know them. And they're the Invisibles. I have Central, where we're already talking to international funders. But I've learned that more than ever in this era, give people definitions they can handle.
So what definition are you having now?
Dr. Foy. So for those who can handle me as a content creator, take it. For those who can handle me as a family content Christian, take it. In my development space, they just know me as a good writer, a good copywriter, a good concept guy, a good take it. I used to be so scared of being a multi-potential. It was a scare. But in this season, it's a gift. Because the gift now gives me cost effectiveness.
Mm-hmm.
The gift gives me mileage. Yesterday, I was talking to a client, a big client, maybe the biggest media entertainment company in Africa. We're just going to deal with them. And the news MD just said, "Yeah, Dr. Foy on TV. Dr. Foy, let's go." Look, I've signed the deal. So I'm learning that, okay, because of the way things are shaped now, it's different. I'll give an example.
There's leverage.
Leverage. I'll give an example. 7-10 years ago, healthcare, so big pharmas spent a lot of money, over $1 billion every year on promoting the agenda, whether good or bad. I won't call any specific name because so in the future they will not use me. Last year, report shows that they've used 4 or 5 podcasters to drive the agenda. And they've spent the same $1 billion.
Interesting. So, but tell us a bit about your background. I think
I'm a trained medical doctor, practiced, did at least 27 to 37 deliveries in obs and gynae.
Really?
Yes. Obs and gynae, trained doctor. Met my wife in housemanship. She's a trained doctor too.
Oh, your wife's a doctor?
Trained doctor, like trained, worked with the military hospital. So working with the military is not, you must be trained unless you catch disease. With the military, it's a wild west, if you know what I mean. Worked in 84 Yaba Military Hospital. Trained doctor as a doctor. I also had a TV show that was a health show, and then one day I got into proper entertainment as a host, hosting the night show. So it was Files, Kiss Daniels, and then I got headhunted by MTV to lead content and partnerships for about 10.5 years.
For about how many years?
3.5 years.
Okay.
And then I got headhunted to work with Budweiser.
You worked with Budweiser?
Yes.
The anointed for it?
Ma pale, I sold beer.
Kalosh Kalama.
I pate papopa. I sold beer.
You sold beer?
I even get them names like Beer King. I use biblical terms. Rule different. I was using Bible campaigns for them. So I've gone through that, yes. I've also had down seasons where I remember there was a year I got interviewed by Spotify to lead the Africa business, YouTube to lead the Africa business, TikTok to lead the Africa business. And I got to the final stage and I didn't get the jobs. And I'm like, God, am I cursed? And God said, you will do global things for me in the entertainment space. So my core actually is entertainment. But because of how it is run, I'm building from the sides. So I'm building...
How do you mean how it is run?
Entertainment in most climates is run first for agenda, then for profits. And that's the truth. In my days in some of the entertainment companies I've worked in, we got funding, a lot of funding for agenda. A lot of funding for agenda. Because of the power of media, other industries can use it to drive.
To shape perception?
Shape perception, to sell products. So when you see a Hollywood movie, there's a lot of bureaucracy in a big movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of FBI funding or CIA funding in some movies. It's first for agenda. Now, in Nigeria, for example, a lot of music, Afrobeat music, if you trace the funding, it wasn't profitable. It was agenda or a kind of money that funded it. So I realized that I can't go head to head that way. So I had to build other infrastructures. So I'm building a media comms business.
Yeah.
I'm building, as my father-in-law would say, my father-in-law is a very strong businessman. He would say the biggest, I'm not sharing family secrets. I'll share. He would say the most profitable business secret since time immemorial is a good name is better than what? Riches. So I learned that for it be known, have a good name, be visible, that name will build a lot of things, and it's building a lot of things.
Interesting.
I'm on many boards that I can't share about because of a good name. And in this era, because the gatekeeping has dropped, we can influence a bit more directly to our customers, directly to our funders, directly to yes.
I mean, because you have the likes of, globally, you have the likes of Mr. Beast, who is direct to customer. And as a matter of fact, I even told someone that one of the greatest innovation that Steve Jobs actually brought to technology was not just the iPhone.
It was what?
It was the channel of selling the iPhone. Before Steve, most people sold through distributors. It was Steve that came and said, you know what, we have to open Apple stores.
Profound.
It was actually Steve that did it. He broke the middleman and said, you know what, no, we're going direct to our customers. And I think that's what creators are getting
now.
Across
board. I'm even saying that in my development work, working with development companies, I'm seeing big institutions like people that have lasted for 100 years, 150 years, communicating as influencers.
Yeah.
They're changing their style because the era has changed.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that for those who are multi-potentials, for those who have many things, if you can find verticals. So who's Dr. Foy? Dr. Foy is a creative media lead that has entertainment verticals and assets, has media verticals and assets, and will use it to do so much of good across. For example, I still do a lot of work in mental health, but I will use my media verticals and assets and my to push that.
So if I'm getting you, basically, media is just a leverage. It's a lever that's...
does a lot of things. If, for example, I remember last year I was in talks with a real estate company, but I pulled back because I wasn't sure. And I wasn't sure of, I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to have EFCC carry
your name.
My name.
Foy wanted.
He's been giving government money.
Yes.
But I'll not cry. I see. Absolutely. Again, so I don't want that, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, now you basically, you say your core is now entertainment.
My core is entertainment. Yes, it is. It is. It's entertainment. So in the sense that entertainment now is storytelling. It's perception driving. We've been able to almost establish the music part, the music arm. We now want to go into movies, films next year, and other verticals of entertainment. For example, because I have 2 daughters that are young, my heart bleeds that I don't do children content.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
It bleeds, I know. So, but I've learned that it's step by step. And sometimes once you can establish one thing well, it opens the door for many other things. Yeah. So my core is entertainment, but I use that core for communication, for media, for partnership, for everything.
So what's one mistake that you think, because I recently was having a conversation with someone and we're talking about the whole creative economy. So we recently released the reports and there were lots of findings that we saw in that report about creators. And but when I was discussing with a friend of mine about the reports, there was a statement the person made, and it got me thinking. I've asked that question to a previous guest here, but I would really like your perspective about it. Now, the person said, I genuinely feel like being a creator is a distraction because a lot of our young people are going in that direction and we are forgetting about other real sectors
Like,
shipping, farming, other sectors that really need their mind because that's all they've seen. And the fact of the matter, the argument the person made was the fact that no matter if we have 100,000 creators, it will most likely be about 2,000 that would actually make a lot of money from it.
500, 8,000, even less.
So how do you think about this?
First of all, I hear the person, but I come with a different perspective.
Okay.
The truth is, the barrier to entry for every industry compared to the creative industry is different.
Yes.
So most people, first of all, because of the barrier to entry,
It's low.
is low. Phone, their mic. That's number one. Number two, there is a sense that in this era, platforms now pay. YouTube is funding. TikTok is funding. I saw somebody doing TikTok by 4 a.m. I asked, he said he's been on since 1 a.m. I said, what are you doing? I don't know TikTok yet.
More people are cashing out there.
There's also streaming on Twitch.
Yes, Twitch is a big deal.
It's a big deal. So we can't say it's a distraction because the attention economy is the third biggest economy in the world. Hope you know that.
Yeah.
The attention economy is
Yes, because everyone trades on attention.
is the third biggest economy in the world. Third. And people say people fight between pharmaceuticals, tech, AI, and that. My point is, a lot of young people don't know how do we get land for their farm. A lot of young people don't have the capital for oil and gas. A lot of young people don't have the patience for real estate.
Yeah.
A lot of young people don't have the mentorship for other industries.
Should they have it?
I think we also are not being fair on other industries. Because content creators look popular, that doesn't mean that we don't have 1,000 young bankers and 1,000 young farmers. Other industries have a lot of young people. A lot, Elijah. A lot.
Are they just paying attention to it?
No, we're just paying attention to those who are on our screens. I know a lot of young guys that are raising money in agriculture. One recently raised a lot of money, almost $1.7 million on agriculture. So, no, but I understand him. Just know that the barrier to entry of entertainment, of the creative economy, is the cheapest. It's the easiest.
It's the easiest, yeah.
It's the phone, ring light, phone. Do you understand? And this is the era where platforms are paying. YouTube is paying people. YouTube, TikTok. Yeah. Even me, I collect my own small change from the platform. So
Really?
Yeah, of course. I'm monetizing some of the content, but I'm not even maximizing myself because I'm building infrastructure across.
So talking about infrastructure, currently there's been a whole conversation around the fact that the reason the creative economy does not have funding is not because there is no funding, but there's no return on capital. And people have not been able to show that it's possible, it's bankable. What have you found to be true from your experience?
I think if we were to talk very, very openly and honestly, a friend of mine did a deep dive into the black US film ecosystem. And he showed me that there's a lot of bureaucracy, there's a lot of monopoly. He even claims that Tyler Perry, as much as celebrated, has a lot of people on his team. A lot of that he told me that there are many black directors, 1,001.
But he's still the one directing it.
Yeah, so let's be careful to just only poke our holes. It's a global phenomenon. Monopoly Bureaucracy happens across board, even in salt, even in cement, even in film. It's across board. So understand that part.
Because I mean, they are humans. It's human nature.
It's human nature. It's everywhere in the world. Monopoly, bureaucracy, across board. Oil and gas, should we go there? Banking, should we go there? How many people want a license? Should we go there? So you all should. No. This is the truth. Don't look at the negatives only. Look at the positives. And fight for the positives. The first positive is that you can be a breakaway star on YouTube. A good story is something. Number one. Number two, scalability is possible now because Afrobeat wasn't scaled by anybody else but the diaspora community. It was that when we would go to Atlanta, those who jackpot will sing, "Holla at your boy." Why should be like, eh? I remember in LA 4 years ago in an Uber, the guy was playing, "Anybody, oh my God, when the cell gonna show me, knock him something, knock him something, hey. Like, what you doing that is, knock him something, okay." But somebody had shared the song with him on YouTube, on his Shazam. And he was playing for me. You know this guy? A born boy. Hey, we better go to something. Now, so the diaspora community helped Afrobeats. Same here. Fashion and movies, next big move. Fashion and movies, next big move. The diaspora community will help it. So don't look at the negatives. Yes, I think the first negative is that we like sponsorship, not business. Even though we like people to sponsor our stuff, the creative, because we don't work hard. But I've also learned that in the foreign industries, the global market, most creatives are also not hardworking, but they have teams. They focus on their creativity, and they have a digital company. That's why you see in a movie, you see like 6 companies at the beginning, X and L. Even after you see the big names, you see like 3 or 4.
There's some small ones like that.
On the side, one bought lights, one bought sound stage, one is the marketing. Yeah. Is that it's not big enough yet. It's not developed yet. Number 2, like India grew because the economy, the GDP grew.
Yeah.
So it's not an isolated conversation. It's a connected conversation.
Yeah.
Number 3, last year in America, they did for the 20 guys who toured, 20 touring artists, only 4 had Gen Z community. The remaining 16 were Coldplay, older guys, because of buying power. How will I spend a night $150? $150, because $80 for the ticket, $20 for drinks and stuff, $50 for merch. $50. Kids don't have that money. So it's not isolated, guy, Elijah. It is connected. So yes, we like sponsorship, but because we don't have other businesses, other verticals coming up to say, okay, I'll build infrastructure, I'll build streaming, I'll build this. The second thing we must agree is that, do you know in the UK, aside BBC, the most watched platform is what? YouTube in the UK. Since we cannot fight the giants like YouTube and Facebook and Spotify and TikTok and Netflix, we can't fight those guys. Yeah. They have structure, they have payment, they have money, they have diaspora people willing to watch it. Let's find a way to leverage it. Let's work on local cinemas, cheaper. So let's look for the positive. But know that, let me say it again. My brother, everywhere in the world, there is bureaucracy and what? Monopoly. Yeah, I'm joking. Everywhere in the world. Nigeria.
Make sure it finds you whole, not exhausted. Wow.
I lived like that for a long time. Because I see the future, I expect people to see the future now. And I burn out when the time comes and they enjoy it. That's what happened to Moses in the Bible. Moses was a great CEO, great guy, visionary. The rod that was helped him so much also judged him. The rod that helped him when he was exhausted, and that rod judged him. So I've learned that as visionaries, you must learn to enjoy today too. Most of us live for the future. And guess what? I remember wanting an office space or wanting a warehouse for studio.
Yeah, I think you read about that, isn't it?
Yeah, when you don't get it, when you get it, if it comes in exhaustion, it's not worth it.
So recently, or should I say, I think some months back, I had a guest, an entrepreneur on this side of the table too. And he said something. He said that we're talking about the fact that entrepreneurs need therapy.
Yes.
And because if you're not careful, you become a psychopath.
Yes.
And I mean, you will speak to that a bit, but just put a pause on that.
Yeah.
And then he said, the problem I find is that I got to a place where when I got to successes in business, what I felt was relief, not joy.
Yes. Some exhaustion.
Yeah. So it's almost like, finally.
Yes.
That contract don't come true.
Yeah.
It wasn't, yes, we got a contract. It was like,
yeah. I would say that you also have to surround yourself with people that believe in you. Because if you surround yourself with people that want to prove they are wrong, it becomes a pursuit of proving yourself, not enjoying the moment. It becomes that. And that is so terrible.
I agree.
It is so terrible.
I think one of the things I'm most grateful for
Your partners, yeah?
are my partners, because I think they make it easy.
I say, I must say it, how your partners express failure is more important than how they celebrate success. And I'm also grateful for my partners because it's a risk. It's a risk. It's a risk to even do entertainment. It's such a risk. And it's not my core. I'm establishing it as a foundation for other things. It's such a risk. So imagine people that are your partners but are second guessing you.
I told someone, and I think I told the person, I said, belief is a gift that you give to a person, that it's so powerful.
It's so powerful. Listen, guys, let me say it right. Belief is alive. You can tell somebody something. I can correct you, but the energy I give is beautiful. I can celebrate you, but the energy I give is condescending. I can say, you don't make a man. It's condescending now. After all, hey, Elijah, last, you don't be failure. It's condescending. But I can say, Elijah, you made a mistake on that document, but we both know you can do better. It's the same. One is correction, one is celebration, but the spirit, the energy, and trust me, because entrepreneurship is hard.
Someone said entrepreneurship is expensive.
It's expensive, it's hard, it's unforgiving.
Very unforgiving.
Very unforgiving. It's emotional, it's lonely. You think you're mad. If you give up too early, you'll be sure that just one more deal will have made you.
Someone said there's no difference between the person who showed up before the right time and the person who failed.
Same person.
It looks almost like...
Same person.
Yeah.
Same person. Same person. Things. We've done some things, the same thing for months. Now they believe in it. Wow.
We've been doing this thing.
For years. I'm friends with Gaze Baba. My friends. I've known him for almost, he's school in KC, at least 15 years. He's been doing this thing for 15 years. Now, no turning back.
It's like...
Now it is. This guy is,
I was on that trip,
yeah.
and we literally were on our way. We went in the same car. That's where we first met, coincidentally. And when I see that video and I see what happened, because literally we actually just escorted him to church. Like, it was almost like he just said, "Guys, I'm performing here, or Muna call." And then I saw it travel all around the world, and I'm like, what?
Same thing. He even did the song before.
Before, yes, he did. He had done it earlier in the year.
So showing up. I grew up in Lagos, and when we were younger, there was a guy called Pastor. There's a guy called Pastor Paul Adifarasi.
Everybody knows it.
And he would say things then, not now. He would say things, pray until something happens. Push. Recently, I think the new push is persistence usually shakes heaven. Those who persist win. I'm telling you, persistence is a gift.
Do you know that? Talking about becoming psychopaths as entrepreneurs, what have you found in your journey that entrepreneurs should have? You're a medical professional, so I know you might come also from the medical perspective. Because if you're not careful, you will lose yourself. I think the Bible says that, what does it profit a man if he gains the world and loses his soul? And I tell people, I say, people often think that what happens is that they came and gave the man an option.
No.
And said, here, you lose your soul, gain the world. But that's not how the transaction happens.
Elijah, I know somebody who is a billionaire in debt, 1 billionaire in debt, for a marketing app of a marketplace. He left a good job, saw an opportunity to start a marketplace. He's in a billionaire debt. And he's almost going mad. He had data from his former business. That was his department. So he was like, plug and play. Investors were like, you're doing it here, do it there. I'm telling you what I know. He left, set up his office. He's no staff now. He's running mad. I'll say that. And I must say it. I must say it how I feel it. I must say that discernment is slow. Discernment is slow.
So should we slow down?
No. I'll say that find your parameters. Find your pattern. Find your... Let me also just be open here. Find your spiritual territory. Life is marked. This guy, you'll be blown away. Imagine plug and play. Like, you're doing this for somebody else.
Come on, do it on your own.
They gave him upfront 400 million. He's a billionaire in debt.
So before...
So I'm asking, what went wrong?
Exactly.
No. That is what entrepreneurship. So you don't copy in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
I always say that money is spiritual.
I agree 100%.
My father-in-law would say, there's some things that I've tried and it didn't work. I won't go there again. It's spiritual. Money knows your boundary of your territories. So be good in the territory, find the money and give somebody that's good in the territory to help you do it, invest. So what am I saying? I'm saying that risk is not a gift, though. A risk, no, some risk
will be your end.
Will be your end. So don't love risk too much. Be informed, descend slowly, be humble, look at patterns. Don't look for people that have walked your road to, not people that have done it. So, for example, people are reading this guy's book.
Making it big.
I'll read the book not to follow his pattern. So the last father had put in millions and millions for the guy.
Yeah, gave him £250,000.
Come on. That leverage is real leverage. Let's not. Everybody say no. Read the book, but understand.
I would say. I would say plainly that the book is. I think it's one of the best written books I've read.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, I think it's one of the best written books I've read. Like I said, best written. I don't know.
Yes, I know. Okay. I hear what you mean.
Yeah. But I think that book is one of the best like Nigerian books I've read because he tried. He balanced.
Have you read Living in Tamak?
I have.
Which is better to you?
I can't compare them in that light.
They're different books.
But they are different books.
Too
However, it's I think his is better for an entrepreneur. I think his is better. Okay. Living in Tamak was a good book, but I think it had a lot of PR in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it had a lot of PR in it. It was about starting the bank, what they went through.
I know. But make it big, it's practical.
Yeah, it's practical because, the guy didn't go to uni.
Oh, wow.
No, he never went to uni. Otella did not go to university. He literally dropped out. Not like he couldn't go. He just chose not to. And his father backed him up for some strange reason. And he just loved printing, and he joined his father's printing press. So it's quite an interesting book because you will get to see things from his own perspective. And I tell people a lot that I like to read controversial materials because you'll be so shocked what you find.
I would even say that for those who don't like controversy, you are playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, because
controversy, I find people that are not like you but are for you. Find people that have perspective that are different from yours.
Yeah.
If you only like yes men, you are on the road of no return.
True.
Because the world is built on many perspectives.
Yeah.
Many perspectives.
Let's talk about people, while building a vision. They asked Bishop Oyedepo many years ago. They said, "What's your greatest asset in life?" Say, people, people, people. Say, "What's your greatest problem?" Say, people. Yeah. And it's quite a unique topic. When you are trying to build a venture or you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you carry people along, right? Now, I think for me, what I found, and I really like to hear what you have to say about this is. People come to your life, they leave. They come to your vision, they go. Over years, you get used to the rhythm.
Yes.
But then there's a temptation to fall into a wrong posture.
Yes, of not trusting, of being cynical.
Yeah.
Yes, of not giving your best.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll say that phase has happened to me. That phase has damaged some of my friendships. It did.
Okay.
That phase also made me cynical. And I healed from that phase.
Really?
I healed from that phase. I healed by finding partnerships in key parts of my life. So I have partners in key parts of my life, number one. Number two, I healed from fear. Fear is the real F word.
Yeah.
Fear is the real F word. I healed from fear. I healed from putting fear as the first thing on the table that you will leave me. No. I trust the process. I trust that in time it will all work out. I will say this to everybody here, and this is not about spirituality in the sense of religion.
Yeah.
But in the sense of you must have a belief system. You must have a belief system. And that belief system, for me, is that a higher power is the foundation of my business. And my covenant with him is where I depend on more, not people. Just my perspective. So that, because sometimes in freeing people, you get the best.
Yeah, that's true.
The flip side is that, dear entrepreneur, know your business. Know it. Know everything. about your business. Not 100%, not professionally, but don't also be so dependent on people that they take you to the cleaners. They can backstab you, they can blackmail you. Don't do that. Know what you're going into. Let your staff understand you're the guy, for real. Because sometimes it's that fear that brings the wrong seeds in business. If I write a copy, my staff know Foy has written a copy. If I go for a client meeting, my staff know Foy is in the room. So still work on yourself. Don't just drop everything and outsource the ethos, the energy of a business. People do that.
So I'm going to read one of your quotes again, and it reads, "Dear friend, you have two options in life: either raise the price you are willing to pay, or reduce the weight of what you want. There's no third road. Yours sincerely, Dr. Foy."
Yeah.
I think when I picked this quote, what came to my mind was the fact that we live in a world now where people are angry that they do not have a harvest for a seed that they did not sow. Gen Zs, the work ethic requirement. What was in your mind when you wrote this?
For those who follow me, most of my writings are first for me. That's the truth.
I agree. I say this podcast is for me too.
It's first for me. And I realized that sometime last year, I told myself that I have to stop Christianizing everything and bite the bullet. Let me explain.
Explain.
I've learned that a lot of us Christians outsource a lot of things to the supernatural and call it faith. And it's not faith. It's not faith. We don't want to do, for example, my friend had told me last year, he's a prof in America. He said, Foy, I'll give you a discount code. Learn AI. Go to school for AI. I said, we don't, there's an innate thing that happened to my mind that I'm like, it's like I wait for things to happen for me. I'm not going to put in the work. It's a thin line. In those who are not Christians or people of faith, they have no plan B. So they know what they put is what they eat. So they work so hard.
Yeah.
They really work so hard. But I started realizing, for example, I started realizing that, I have to make sure that I don't use Christianity as an excuse for laziness, for outsourcing my path. And that's number one. Number two, I realized that everybody can dream. Dreams are free.
It's free.
You can dream. But the work needed, Elijah, is tough. It's so tough. Work ethics. Most people don't know that people management is also work. This is who I am. Such a bad thing. This is who I am. Such a bad thing. So it was in that line I wrote that. Now, let me talk about Gen Z. I watched Nepal. Who watched what's happening in Nepal?
Yeah, so
I must commend the Gen Zs for that. Incredible. They fought the government. They put in an interim leader for 6 months, an ex-judge. They are rebuilding their city. Nepal has a fund by the Gen Z that is open source to rebuild Nepal. That means they have something. The Gen Zs have courage. The Gen Zs have will. What I think might be lacking amongst them or with them is two things. Number one, EI, emotional intelligence. Because you can't negate transgenerational
Wisdom.
You can't. It's unfair to do that. It's unfair. It's not. It's unwise. And to negate traditional wisdom means to disrespect what they believe in. If old people believe in honor them. If they believe in respect, respect them. If they believe in for example, I know that I remember one Gen Z who told me that he told his boss that, sir, please go straight to the point in the meeting. I told him, yeah. Yeah. The boss was talking about suya.
And he told his one, so I go straight to the
Like,
point.
go straight to the point. They didn't fire him because he's head of the tech. But I'm like, you won't last. Because once they find somebody who can take this job from you, you're out. Because what matters to that generation is listening to them, hearing the suya story.
Asking them where they got it from.
Where they got it from. Hearing their Biafran story. Don't laugh at the Biafran story. I'll tell you a story. I'll remove names, but I'll tell you a story. But I'll remove names. There's a person who I know who in the 80s followed his boss to meet somebody. The boss came in. The boss waited till 9 p.m.
Okay.
and left the boy there. The boy waited till 12 in the night. And when he was about to leave, the person who they came to meet walked from his office. He was there all the time. And gave him a contract to build some major things in Lagos State for patients.
For who?
For patients' sake. So because you waited for this long and your boss left, take this. True life story. I can say it here, but true life story. Understand culturally what is required for every generation. That is wisdom. The second thing about the Gen Zs that they also have to learn is that you should not cheat the process. Elijah, social media is telling people that you can do it in a day. It's a lie.
You will not.
It's a lie. So that there's a comparison that is unfounded. We must work on that.
I think I totally agree with you. The prize, like we'll say, for the price in church circles, the price for the prize, has often been misunderstood by the way social media has made everything look like do this, you blow.
Do you know that Sam Altman of OpenAI had about 7 to 8 years of building OpenAI?
Yes.
You don't know.
Yes. So
He's not overnight. He's not overnight.
I mean, I think the challenge a lot of people have is that they don't have context.
They don't have context.
Yes, I think we live in a very contextually lacking environment.
Yes.
It's because every information is just gotten in snack bites.
Yes.
So we are consuming information in snack bites, and there's so much you can put in a snack.
Yes.
Because what now happens is, I found that recently I was listening to a podcast on Elon Musk's book. There's a new book they released about Elon Musk, and the person was just doing a summary on the book, and I was listening to it, and I learned a whole lot about the guy. And I was talking to someone about it, and I said, "Do you know that you think you know Elon Musk, but you
don't know him?
You just know about him.
You don't know him.
You just have heard some things, but if you did not dig deep, you did not find anything. You did not find anything. And nothing of substance is just found on the surface lying there. I think on that particular podcast, I remember hearing about how Elon Musk meditates.
Wow.
Yeah, how he meditates. So typically, he stares into the abyss. He just sits down still,
Wow.
switches off the lights, darkness, and just stays. That's how he solves problems.
Wow.
He just locks himself up. Especially when he's in a very, very hard place. He just stays for hours. As a matter of fact, even during when his wife, one of his wives that he was married to, one day she was like, she slept, woke up, left him at the side of the bed in the dark room. She said, woke up in the morning, the guy was still there. She had to check whether he was dead.
Wow.
You know, because he was just focused on a particular problem that he knew he wanted to solve, you know, and that was his process. Wow. You know, of clearing his mind so you will never know this, right? You just think this is how I know this person, this is what this person does, you know, but everyone, the secrets of people are in their stories, and even the stories that they capture, you know, that are not necessarily told, you know, or they are told, but a lot of people are not doing enough work to even go deeper to learn. And I think, like you said, it's unfair.
Very unfair.
It's unfair on yourself too.
For example, how do you quantify Elon Musk's subconsciousness? You can't. That man might have encountered 1,000 data failure points every year.
Yeah.
He can come to your room and see something and know it will not work.
Yeah.
That thing alone, you can't quantify it.
You can't.
You can't.
You know, so I came across.
Can't.
I came across a quote, and maybe you'll comment on it. The quote says, "Sorry, these are episodes. I just made it all about quotes." So I came across a quote, and the quote said, "You work hard until you can work smart, because you will really not know what it means to work smart if you've not worked hard."
Absolutely.
That working smart is that when you work hard, you earn the ability to work smart.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is what I mean. I'm going to use football as a case. Now, please don't laugh at me. I'm an Arsenal fan.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Stop it. Don't do that. Please.
Guess what?
What?
I used to be an Arsenal.
But I was laughing with my friend, and I said to everybody here, there's something called muscle memory. Muscle memory is that Odegaard will pass a ball without looking to a particular part of the wing, and Saka will get that ball. They've done it for 5 years. Muscle memory is when Saliba will slide, and hard work is muscle memory. Smart work is now using that muscle memory for business.
Yeah.
Hard work is when you've made your name a good name. Smart work is when you use your name as leverage.
Yeah.
Hard work is when you build a team. Smart work is when you use that team for more.
Yeah.
Let's not joke with hard work. Hard work is what makes you thorough. There's a story someone says, remember the story, it says that somebody got his car spoiled. You know the story? His car spoiled. And they got 4 mechanics to touch the car. They couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
Then they get one older guy. He comes.
Yeah.
And he says, I won't pretend. I'll fix it now. And he does it in 3 minutes. And he gives the bill. And in the bill, he says 100K. He says 10K for my service, 90K for my experience. That is hard work.
Yeah.
The guy maybe has touched the Rolls Royce before and he blew the casket and they fired him. But that firing, can you pay for that? No. So I'm very careful to talk down on Gen Z because I think that they do have I don't have that reality. I don't have it.
No. I mean, so the challenge I see is not necessarily something that needs to be talked down on. I think it's a thing of feedback.
Thank you.
And guidance, because even the millennials are not necessarily perfect in their
At
way.
all.
So you need that wisdom. You know, the Bible will say, don't throw away the ancient parts, right? Ensure that you go and ask the people that have gone ahead of you. And when you don't ask, I'm paraphrasing now, it says, you'll find out that your ways will be hard. So I think it's just a thing of transference of wisdom.
Yeah.
And I think it's a thing of layering on what you already know. Because something I've found is, whether we like it or not, the people that have the money you are looking for to blow is not in heaven.
So what is hand?
It's in someone's hand. And that person is not a Gen Z.
No.
That guy is someone's daddy. And he might require that you come and do ballet.
And you do ballet.
And you have to do ballet.
Yeah, you have to do ballet.
Whether you agree or not.
Most fintechs that scaled, because there was this fintech boom in Lagos.
Yes.
80% failed. 80% failed. Some say 90, but let's clear 80. Those who scaled hired older people immediately.
Yeah.
Because CBN license is not a Gen Z conversation. You guys see in Abuja, you drink Gary in the room, if you talk, you gist. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think that one thing I want to leave here is the awareness that every generation counts. Every. They do count.
So talking about the entertainment space, I think something I've seen you do is you have a lot of talent that you work with.
Yes.
You work across board. Someone once told me that I told a friend of mine that he should start a record label, and he told me, Elijah, it's too risky.
Very risky. Very risky. Very risky.
So what keeps you there? Agenda.
Agenda, but I won't say agenda. I would say that if I'm to be sincere with you on Venture Valley,
Yeah.
why is it Valley? Why is it not mountain?
So that's the problem. That's a Christian in you. Sorry, the Nigerian Christian in you. Silicon themselves call themselves Silicon Valley. They didn't call themselves Silicon Mountain. And then they happen to be the mountain of the world. And you are still doing your Christianese.
I'm sorry. Lord, I asked that it's Venture Mountain. No Valley.
Every valley shall be made
A mountain. But let me say it. I think, and I'll be sincere with you,
Yeah.
I'm there because I didn't run it like most people run it. I didn't do that.
So what's different about what you're doing?
I ran it with a medical mind.
Okay.
Very effective, less emotional. Cut out losses quickly. Found the right partners. Had other business income streams. Played long-term games. Understood time and seasons. Found an incredible artist and great man. So for me, it wasn't emotional. It wasn't a big dream. It was an effective platform for the future. No, and I know that I will soon pivot. Use the energy to do other things. And that's the truth.
So
The record label business globally is on the down everywhere in the world. I mean, those who started it 100 years ago, because of the way music is now being moved. Do you understand? So for me, it is more about the future than trying to run a record label. This is the truth, guys. With social media, a lot of things became redundant. You don't need marketing anymore. You can do it on your own TikTok. You can be found now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's how we did it, or it's how we're doing it. I have the best partners, effective guys.
when are you signing up a new artist?
Our goal is not to sign a new artist. Our goal is now to build a platform for artists to plug in and we benefit mutually. Because we now know that every artist wants to own their master or own their effect. So how can we solve that problem? We've solved it. We found ways to co-own masters. We found ways to create platforms that work. And we found ways to give the artists what they really want, which is diaspora concerts, global partnerships, real partnerships. That's the truth. Independence right now is possible because of platforms. In those days, no platform now. So it was radio, TV, events. So we've been able to crack that because we did it differently.
How profitable can a record label become? Is there really money in this music thing?
There is. Oh, are you joking? Do you know how much Maven has made? A lot of money. Do you know how much Rema has made for his investors? Let me say it that way. A lot of money.
His investors.
A lot of money. Do you know how much Burna Boy makes per stadium tour? Not of dollars, millions of dollars. So there's a lot of money in the music business. A lot of money in live events. A lot of money in sync deals. A lot of money in merch. And a lot of money in brand influencing. Do you know how much Oraimo paid Burna Boy for headphone? A lot of money. So there's money.
But I know just mentioning a few who are at top of the food chain and the rest are maybe eating kwakwa.
Wrong. A lot of people don't understand that. For example, do you know how much Baby Shark made last year? A lot of money.
Yeah, I think I saw an analysis about that.
They did over 1.8 billion streams last year. A lot of money. Do you know? It is just niche mentality. Do you know how much Tim Lakolo makes from weddings a year? A lot of money. Do you know how much Johnny Drew is making now from his weddings? And it is. You must think differently. A lot of money.
So it's a thing about creativity.
Do you know how much Ducey is making from streams? The most streamed music in Africa after Afrobeat is gospel music. Mercy Chinwo is clocked 200 million streams.
200 million
streams this year. Ducey is doing 500 million.
Let's do the maths.
A lot of money. If Ducey, for example, had the culture of like Maverick City to charge in concerts, a lot of money. Even Adabasi did not have a conference with God. Even Adabasi was Nathaniel Emeka Obasi. And he was a businessman. A lot of money. So there's money in it.
Yeah.
And I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that you must find your niche and stay there. And stay there and work on it and understand it.
So beyond the talent, there's the business side that you must understand.
There's the business side. And there's the marketing side. There's the marketing side, which is so key. So key.
So, but, I mean, coming to the whole idea of agenda, and as a matter of fact, I like that word so much. I said I was going to do a conference and the name will be Agenda. Yeah, I mean, like, it's called The Agenda 2026. You know, talking about agenda and the next generation, you know, I remember there was a time you wrote a tweet about Roblox and how they were receiving fire. As a matter of fact, to be sincere, when you did that tweet, I didn't really know so much about Roblox.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have kids yet, right? It was recently, I think Solomon was telling me, my business partner was telling me that he's getting a lot of alerts from Apple, you know, and then he told me that, I said, okay, what's it for? You know, I say Roblox. Oh, then I told him, I said, oh, it's most likely your nephew. And you know, I was like, oh, yeah. Because the guy just kept spending his money. Bam, bam, bam. And I don't know what that thing is. I think I need to download it and see what it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, but there was a pushback about the fact that yes, we see a lot of content creators who are doing a lot of stuff, but we don't focus a lot on children. You know, we're speaking about earlier. I said I was going to bring you back there. We don't focus a lot on children. You know, what do you think we need to do? I mean, I saw Omoberry recently, the Nigerian
Based in Ibadan.
cocoa melon. Oh, they're based in Ibadan.
Yeah, doing so well.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
their
good.
studio is in Ibadan.
Really?
Yes, it's cost effective there now.
That makes sense. Because I mean, you're serving online. Why do you need your studio any other
It's
place?
cost effective there. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that they did over 9. Let me check
Streams.
the numbers. Yeah, the streams.
9
Let me
million
check
streams.
the number. I think
Yeah.
they did about 900 something.
No, 9 million or more than that.
I think it's like, I thought it was 900 million streams or something.
Maybe, I don't know. They're doing so well.
Yeah, they're doing so well though.
Yeah,
I think Communique did an article about them recently.
doing so well.
And
Doing
I
so
was
well.
really impressed because for me that was a new this thing. But the truth is that's a frontier that has really not been explored as much.
Children.
Yeah.
The honest truth is that if we don't explore that, if we don't exploit, we're going to be in trouble. Let me give you some data. There's something called the post-digital native. The post-digital native are those, so we are immigrants.
Yes. Digital immigrants, yeah.
We're digital immigrants. Then we have those who were born in
The technology.
technology.
Yes.
Then we now have post-digital natives who will live in mixed media. Apple has gotten Apple Meta bought Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans.
I think they did it.
They did a partnership.
I think it's a buyout. I don't know, but
No. They did a partnership because they also did it with Oakley.
okay. So, and with that, there's mixed media where
Yeah.
you can see something and it responds to you.
Yeah.
So we're now in a place where the future is unknown, very unknown, with how we'll communicate with intelligence and the rest. With that said, it means that we must control kids' content. The truth is, the reason why I'm working so hard to establish my verticals is that I want to be a good father. I want to be dad. That actually trains my daughters. I want to train my girls. I want to train my daughters. I want to be present with them. Why? Because with the flood, did you read about a podcast studio they're the most popular podcast in the world. Now they are doing 1,000 podcasts a day.
Really?
All AI.
Okay. I mean,
I can read it for you. Should I read it for you?
Yes.
Can I read it?
Yes, please.
They are called Wondery. You know Wondery?
I know Wondery.
Good. So Wondery, let me show you. I can read it for you out.
I think I listened to their podcast.
Wondery released a statement. I'll read it to you. I'll read it for you. It's Wondery. They released a statement saying that they now can do 1,000. Let me read it for you. Wondery, the podcast company, has changed the podcast landscape. They can do up to 3,000 episodes per week. And 5,000 shows
Currently.
with AI podcasters. 5,000 shows and 3,000 episodes per week. Collectively, the network has seen 10 million downloads already this year.
Wow.
So if AI is doing podcasts, what data point are they training with?
It's actually live data, secondary data, primary data.
Which means that we must be present.
Yeah.
So I think for cultural preservation, for African ethics, for African values, we need to go to that content space and create for children. Very key. Very important. We also now have technology to do it.
Yeah,
In
with
those
AI.
days, animations now are easier to do.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is it Nano Banana? You guys know Nano Banana? You don't know
Yeah, I
it?
know it.
Nano Banana is doing a lot of.
It's not the one that Google has. Nana Banana for video
Yes,
conversation. Yeah.
Nano Banana. So it's time to go there. Very key.
Let's just dive a bit deeper before we close.
Okay.
When you look at the current African landscape, I mean,
Yes.
you are at the forefront of a lot of creative economy drives. I know you work with Woodhull Capital.
Yes.
You consult for them in terms of creative ecosystem.
Yes.
I know you work with Elevate Africa,
For the creative, no, for the media storytelling, yes.
media storytelling, African storytelling,
Yes.
projecting Africa across
Yes.
the world. So, I mean, I see the lot of work. And then also as a Christian, and there was something you said once that I will say it here. You said that one of the reasons why a lot of people would not have gotten the idea for Instagram, a lot of Christians would not have gotten the idea for Instagram, is that they would have stopped people from twerking. And I found that very funny. Anyways, I mean, I think I got the message. Unless you want to speak to that, but you can speak to it so that nobody is
Context.
Yeah, context. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that the guy that made the microphone is not a Christian, he's an atheist. But Adeboye uses the microphone and says, Baba God, thank you, Father.
And Rihanna also uses the microphone. Yeah.
So if we just create only for ourselves, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. That's not how humanity is formed. As much people use marijuana and these drugs for sedatives and stuff. People use it as aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
You can't change how perversion would. A good thing can be perverted.
Yeah.
So man has to. You just have to create and trust that it will use more for good than evil. Very key. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like what the Bible says that God causes the rain to fall on.
Both. Yeah.
So I mean, talking about being in Elevate and the work you do with with Moji
Yes.
and Woodhull, the Woodhull
Yes.
team, what have you found to be lacking among creative enterprises in terms of capital and in terms of quality?
I would say that the real issue is synergy. It's synergy. Those who are very creative sometimes are in their own world, their bubble. And those who are very entrepreneurial and enterprising are in their bubble. And we need both to merge. We need creatives to find business administrators as partners. It's the silos.
That's the problem.
The silos, number one. Number two is that some of our predecessors, did not do well for us. For example, we heard, I don't know if it's true or not, allegedly, it was said that some money is given by some of these video apps like Netflix and Prime wasn't used judiciously.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, good. Those things blocked the road for a lot of upcoming. Let me give you an example. Netflix has spent close to $5 billion on Korean movies.
On Korean movies, yes.
Since Squid Games. Since Squid Games. Because it brought them a lot of traction, a lot of money. Some say Squid Games was the Korean House of Cards. House of Cards did a lot of...
Those House of Cards that defined
Netflix. They say Squid Games was the next House of Cards. So if you do well for a generation, it works for the generation.
Yeah, the generation will do well for you.
Yeah.
So, but do you see quality in terms of the outputs
There's some great guys. We can't poke. There's some. I won't call it. There's some great, amazing outputs in music, in movies, even in fashion. There's some great guys. But we now need the infrastructure, the partnerships to scale them. There's some, I won't call names, but there's some really. Do you know I watched one Yoruba movie on Netflix? On YouTube. Quality was incredible. But the views, not much.
Okay.
Yeah, not much. I'll send it to you.
Aish.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Quality was like Netflix, like quality was good. But yeah. So dear creatives, understand that creativity is not only about the story and the idea. It's about the execution, marketing, planning, partnerships, selling, everything. It's very key.
So let's talk about the mind. There's no way I'll do this episode and I'll not talk about the mind, because I know that you recently focused and said you really want to talk about the mental health advocacy, and I don't think it would be right of me to bring you on this platform and also not explore that topic. Now, I mean, being a human generally, it takes a toll.
Yes.
Being an entrepreneur takes a toll on the mind.
Yes.
Being a creator.
Woo! What? It takes a toll on the. Let me tell you, I remember speaking to Miss Moji Woodhall, my principal. I was like, you guys, you bankers, don't downgrade creatives. Don't do that. Don't say just creatives. No, go and create. I was with an artist today, hours on one song. It takes a toll on the mind. It does. And the bad thing is sometimes you release this work and you have only few views. It's sad. It's bad. it's harsh. Don't laugh, Elijah. You release your song and you have only 10 shares. There's one guy last year I was working on. He released the album. Then his Spotify listeners even dropped. So it's hard. It's so hard, guys. It's so hard. It's not easy. You put your work. I did not say make it's nonsense. It's not funny. Please, creatives. I'm a creative advocate for. It's not funny. It's hard, Elijah.
Okay, so but how do you navigate this? How have you been able to, and how can people navigate it in terms of mental health, in terms of, I mean, I've had moments where even me, I've tried reaching out to you and I just know that Foy is burnt out.
Tired,
leave
exhausted.
him alone.
Yeah.
Like, just leave him alone.
Yeah. I'll say that I have a good community around me, but it's not about me, because I'm a creative leader. I lead creatives. We've been able to tell them that addiction is not their way. A lot of creatives are addicted. So I'm a doctor, so I can explain. Dopamine is what drives a lot of things.
Yeah.
Dopamine, the excitement, the will to keep trying. Most creatives need dopamine binges. So pornography, alcohol, weed, all these things can help with those things. The problem is that it's not sustainable.
Yeah, it destroys you.
It destroys you. It destroys your neural pathways. It destroys how you see women, how you see men. It destroys for those who are druggies, it destroys your kidney, liver. It destroys a lot of things. It destroys you. So you have to find proper channels.
So what can I do?
What can you do? For people like you, we know what you do. You barb your hair.
What's wrong with
You gotta shave. He shaves a lot every day. It's like Samson. He's only Samson reverse. I'm joking. But I would say meditation. I would say friendships. I would say finding things that matter. I would say family. Thankfully, Africa. One thing I want to say is that a family is a gift from God to Africa. The West, they're lonely.
I was going to come to that.
They're
Someone
lonely.
told me recently,
They're
a friend of mine
lonely,
told me that there's
Don't
a
dump your
loneliness.
father and mother.
There's a loneliness pandemic right now.
Yes, I read an article. I read an article in Sweden about loneliness. Sweden, Japan. I read some articles. They're lonely, so don't. Even church is good or mosque. Go there. Build communities. That's number one. Number two, try and define who you are. Try and know. Some days, try and define. Just try and find things that define you for yourself. Because the world will drop you. I won't call an artist's name. I remember 3 years ago, I'm in a big show. When I was in MTV, this artist was top artist. I remember in a show 3 years ago, for another younger artist, they were telling him to go and open. He felt so damaged. He felt so damaged. And I couldn't advise me. He's not a mate. He's my eggball. But I've realized that you also have to know that there'll be new stars and there'll be new voices. You also have to bite the bullets. There'll be new faces, new stars, new voices, new sounds. So you must live life. Find friendships that count. You must. So it's those things that I have learned over time. That's why I've put my validation not in my product, in a few people.
So you think that's one of the mistakes creators make?
They put it no, that's so dangerous. That's so dangerous.
Putting your validation on your product.
So dangerous. Guys, in the era where they can take you down Instagram, they can take you down now.
I mean, someone just lost 600K followers yesterday. I was like...
They can take you down. They can't take you down. So you now die. Guys, build for platform, build outside platform. Let your name be a brand in and out of platform. Because we don't own the platforms. We don't own it. We don't even know what the algorithms are. We think we know, we don't. We don't have the data sets that train their algorithms. We don't even know their agenda. You don't even know. You think you know. We don't know. We don't know what they're harvesting. We don't know. So build for platform, build out of platform, have things that are for real life. In entertainment, they say that live events will be the biggest things.
Live?
Events and experiences in the next 10 years. But those who perform, artists, make sure your live performance is solid. Make sure. People are buying Nokia phones now and phones that don't have. Phones, I have that. I have a Nokia phone. Just make sure you understand that as much as they can lift you up on these platforms, they can bring you down. So manage it well.
So, I mean, talking about AI, the creative is anxious, the creative is excited, the creative is skeptical. What is Foy?
With AI?
Yeah.
Can I be myself here?
Why not?
I wrote a book.
Yeah.
And the book says, before there was chat DVT. No, before there was chat DBT. Before there was chat GPT.
There was chat GPT.
There was chat DVT. Before the algorithms, there was the Almighty. My point is, AI is, for me, beautiful because I have my creative source outside of it. I'm not dependent on it. It amplifies my work. For the true creative, AI is amazing. It's amazing. For the true creative, AI is amazing. But because, I love what you said about Elon Musk, how you need to find your source of inspiration and then expand with AI. The second thing I would say is that AI can scale time. AI is an advantage if you know how to use it. It can help with time. It can help with a lot of things. Yeah. So I'm not anti-AI.
Yeah, you know, I told my sister recently. I said, the ingredients required to build a cake are not a secret. The equipment required to the technical equipment required to even bake a cake is almost in every house. But the ability to bake good cake
is not.
It's just a skill.
Yeah. So right now the artists, the art and the science of things will show. Guys, AI will level everybody.
You know, I even told someone at an event. I was speaking at an event, Jitex, and I told. I think they asked me this question about AI, and what I told them was, I said, "See, AI is going to create greater value. Kind of speaking to what you spoke about life experiences, will create greater value and appreciation for real art and creativity.
For real art, for the artists, for the
For the
creatives.
artists, yeah.
Yes, it will.
People think it will reduce the value.
No,
but I
it
think
will.
it will increase.
It will. It will. It will. And because AI doesn't have a soul,
Yeah.
doesn't have a soul, so be careful of it. There's a scientific phenomenon right now called it's about what it means is that when you type on ChatGPT and it begins to answer you, it gives you
The sense of
there's a response, an inflection, like it's typing. It's saying that inflection is causing humans to want responses from humanity like that. No. Your wife is not AI. Your staff is not AI. People are not AI. So you must. This is what I do right now. I write now. I carry a notepad and I write. I've started writing a lot more because I want to. I write now, so I'm writing ideas on my. I need to also get my brain. See, so I carry the small pen everywhere I go to. It's called a task pad. I just write ideas, stuff to do. Even so, I won't forget how to write.
I mean, but you're a doctor. You never knew how to write.
But to write so that I can feel myself, feel stuff. Call this person, write the idea, write this poem, write this song, write this copy, draw. Yeah. So make sure you don't just crush your soul. No, balance it.
So creator foy, entrepreneur foy, entertainer foy, doctor foy,
Yeah.
preacher foy,
Yeah.
and then you have husband and daddy foy.
Yes.
How do you balance the daddy and husband part? I mean, you're a dad of girls, you know.
I'm learning. I'll say that I'm just learning.
A lot of young people don't want to get married.
And I understand why.
Really?
I really understand why. I do. I understand why. Maybe in this era I'll be scared to marry myself. I'll be very honest with you. I understand why a lot of people don't marry. This is the era where there's so much of information overload that it is hard to make a choice.
Oh, you think so?
Are you joking?
You think that's the reason why?
One of the main reasons why is that guys not knowing girls and wants girls too much. Not all girls, but there's so much information. There's so much of suspicion. With information comes suspicion. With information comes cynicism. You know, you see how a Christian girl is wild. It's so. Do you know how many guys are afraid of marrying? And do you know how many guys are afraid of marrying? Because it's an overload of information. That's number one. Number two is an overload of comparison. Do you know how many of us are comparing with people that are on different journeys with us? Because they are age mates. We think that we're on the same journeys. No. We're comparing ourselves.
With ourselves,
Which is unwise. So there's comparison, there's overload of information. Then three, there's a global trade of fear. The world has traded fear as a commodity. So I understand. I'm glad I'm married when I'm married. But this is what I would say. Marriage is also not a shortcut.
Huh?
It's not a shortcut too. Most people I know that are singles don't want to deal with their problems. And marriage magnifies it. It does.
It's work.
In marriage, if you're selfish as a person in marriage, you'll be more selfish. If you are lazy in marriage, it will show. So work on yourself. Work on yourself.
So how do you manage time for family and all the many things you do?
I do. I'm perceived as everywhere, but I'm not. It's just perception. I bulk shoot most of my content, shoot once a week. I have teams, great teams. And I must say that Elijah was part of the people who made me build teams. I met him 3 years ago and he kept asking me for my teams. And I'm saying it publicly. So I have teams. I trust my partners. I'm building more partners. And I also understand by revelation that my wife and my kids are going to be bigger than me. Way bigger than me. Way, way bigger than me. So for me, it's a privilege to be part of that journey. It's a privilege. So I trust me when I say they are my priority. Yeah.
So what next? What are we expecting from Dr. Foy? Tell us.
A movie next year. Energize Films. 1 or 2 movies next year. A book. So I've written 2 short books.
Yeah, I saw it.
2 short books. I would Goliath, but I'm writing a proper book. It's ready already. It's called Dear Bezalel.
Yeah, bizarrely. Okay.
Yeah, it's a story to the creatives that are in church on my experiences and my sufferings and everything. Dear Bezalel. Some work for the government, federal government. A few things I want to serve them a bit. I'm in conversation with some of them. Expanding Elevate Africa, trying to get Woodhall Capital into funding the real creatives. We've tried the real creatives. Let me say something because they're real. See, guys, they're people that are really good. Like they're really good, but I don't know. So trying to steer Woodhall into what else again? Skill Energize across. Actually, skill Energize, and then be a better person. Just being a better person. That's it. Nothing. Be a better person. Let me be honest with you, guys, Elijah. I'm no more pursuing. I think my greatest pursuit right now is being a better person. That's it. I'm serious. I think that's my greatest pursuit. Yeah, for real. Just being a better person.
So that's the game you're playing right now.
Right now, being a good dad, being a good husband, being a friend to my friends, being a family guy, being loyal to those who have invested in me, being loyal. That's the game I'm playing. Why? Because I think that infrastructure is what I need for what's coming. What's coming, you don't know. You don't know what's coming. I'm not talking based on faith. I'm talking based on globalization, possibility. What is coming will be a mixture of AI. There will be companies that will come and say, help me be on my board because we want to get Africa. There'll be companies from Asia. So the right visibility is important. Character, team, infrastructure. For me, I call it the infrastructure for glory. That's what I'm focused on right now.
Building infrastructure.
For glory.
For glory.
Other parts for glory.
Okay, building infrastructure for glory.
Yes.
The glory to come.
Just for glory. Before that was like rapture. No, it's not glory to come. Like rapture. Like yeah, for glory. Yeah. And guys, I also must say this. I'm now owning the fact that I would do a lot more faith-based, family-based content. I used to run away from it because of the fear of funding and of scale.
Yeah, I mean, typically we are not structured. The faith
Faith-based,
structure in Africa
family-based.
is not structured.
But now I'm betting on it.
Okay.
Based on global trends, based on time and season, and based on the fact that agenda must agenda.
Agenda must agenda.
So,
all right, that's a great place to leave it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Foy.
Thank you.
I mean, before we end this, I'll ask you some few questions. Fire is more like a fire drill, and So, what's the funniest or most surprising lesson you've learned while managing gospel artists? I didn't expect you to think that deep.
There are many. That they're as vain as secular artists.
They are people. Let's just
Human
say they are
beings.
people. They are human beings. Okay. So, how do you unwind when you are not producing, strategizing, or consulting?
I unwind. I watch the best team in the world, Arsenal.
Get out.
I eat. I love food, and I love time with my wife. We do
Very
what
good.
my people do. You shouldn't do it, Elisha. You're not married.
Get out. Exousia.
We do what we have to do.
Exousia,
I
ma?
play games a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I play FIFA. I'll beat you like a.
Do you know this person plays game a lot too, Elon Musk?
Yeah, but he's not my mentor at all.
He's your mentor.
At all.
He's your mentor. You're looking forward to it.
Elon Musk.
You're looking up to
Do you know if it's choose Elon Musk or Kanye West? I'll choose Kanye West.
Kanye West. Jesus, you want to be mad.
I'll choose that one more.
Both of them are crazy people. Okay, so you are known for dragging great man Taki on social media. Why are you after his life?
Okay, now this is sincere. Just to humanize him.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guy. Good man is actually, and I say this with everything. I'm not sure he has scratched his talent, and I mean it.
And I pray you guys unlock what is in him.
Yeah, he hasn't scratched his talent. I've watched Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido. I've watched global artists. That guy is something, and I mean on stage, like live music. He raps, he writes, he does everything. So I just humanize him. And I also don't want to portray Energize as not human, not real. We're human, we're real, we make mistakes. Yeah, so I don't want to just humanize him.
So, I think I came across a quote, and I always use it when I start a session with any organization. I say, we're in the age of the humanization of institutions and the institutionalization of humans.
Yes. Dangerous age, that's the age. I read a quote about unicorn and elephants. How the world will fund elephant organizations and no more unicorns. Because unicorns are fast-paced, but they're not transparent, and the world is not looking for elephants. Those who are slowly building publicly. For example, I think the most elephant creative I know in Africa is Salem.
Salem King.
Yeah, great guy. I love that guy.
Great guy.
Built publicly. People feel they're part of his journey.
Yeah.
And that is an asset.
Yeah, because he has something to build upon.
That's an asset.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast. Very great.
That's an asset. That's an asset. So I think that's the way the future will be built. And that's what I'm trying to do with Energize. When I started doing everything, the reason why it's tough is because it also has to have a spiritual base. Like, it's not just all going to be creative, because there's warfare, there's love. So it's
Back end work.
Yeah, so it's slow but steady. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, Dr. Foy. I mean, it was a phenomenal conversation.
But sorry, just one more thing.
Yeah.
Why are you single, Elijah?
It's a phenomenal conversation. Thank you so much, Dr.
I
Foy.
hear that his wife's name is Elisha. Is it true?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm getting married soon.
But there's a problem. The girl likes you hates bald men. Why? How?
This guy's mad.
How we will do it?
So, guys,
How are we gonna do this? The girl likes him.
I wear a wig.
Hair implants.
I'll go to Turkey.
Yes, now. And then it will fall in the dry force. when the heat when the heat melts the gum.
You were dragging me the other day. I refuse to acknowledge your post. Just look at this guy. This guy is not serious.
Thanks for having me. Honored, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Foy. I really appreciate it.
I will change the name from Venture Valley. Yeah.
To what? Venture Mountain.
Venture Mountains.
Thank you very much for joining
On
us.
the valley, in the mountain, on the land,
And in the sea. All right. Thank you so much, guys.